So, Sumant, you appoint the agency in October 2024 and your CFO resigns on January 17th, 2025. So it does look like you were aware of something, but, the investor gets to know only, yesterday. That is a good 60, 70 days after the CFO resigns. So, maybe you should have...
If you look at the CFO...
You were aware of the size... Maybe you were aware of the problem, but not the size of the problem earlier?
No. I think, like I told you, I think we were aware that there was some problem in the way our processes are running in the internal desk and the mark-to-market and in the external between internal deals. Okay. I was not aware, neither was the bank aware of the size of the problem. And I think the size of the problem, the number when it got disclosed to us, we went to the board and got disclosed it. Okay. Number one. Number two, on the CFO resignation, I think his letter is available on the site, and we have to go and believe that he's stating the right facts.
Okay. No, fair enough. He could have had other reasons, but the appointment of the agency and the resignation of the CFO and this disclosure all seem to follow a pattern. Otherwise, one would not have doubted why the CFO resigned. But now, what is the likely
I think we are reading
impact?
Too much into it, ma'am.
Okay. What is the likely impact on NII and net profit in Q4 itself? Will Q4 be a loss, but not the full year for sure?
The full year will not be a loss at all. And I think the quarter 4 itself also will be a profit. After taking this into account, if we have to. Because
Okay. Why do you say if we have to take into... I would assume you have to take it into account in Q4, right?
No. I'm just saying let the amount crystallize, ma'am. I'm still not aware of the full amount. I think it will be this amount. I'm 99.9% sure. I think we will absorb this loss in this quarter itself.
Okay. Can you give us some idea what will be your capital adequacy after you take into account this loss? What is it now and what might it fall to?
Will be above 15%. Will be above 15%. I can tell you we've gotten a relief on the MFI because the MFI we had taken at 125%. Now the MFI will work at 75% for business and for consumption purposes at 100%. So even if we take at 50%, we'll gain about 60 basis points on the MFI. So you take any calculation, we would still be above 15%.
Okay. It's very important that you say that you may not even report a loss in Q4. That will be a very big relief to your investors. Ritu?
Well, Mr. Kathpalia, yesterday while addressing this matter in the con call with analysts, you also said that perhaps, this incident may have had a bearing on the RBI not extending your tenure by 3 years, but only by 1 year. Could you explain exactly what you meant when you said RBI may have some discomfort with the way you were running the bank?
So I said I got the second term as extension at 2 years and the third term extension as 1 year. So it was more a conjecture on my part, and I think we have to respect the RBI view. So it was a conjecture which I said that may be the rationale. So that's the only reason I said that. You're getting in 2 consecutive terms, you're getting either a 2 year or a 1 year and not the full term. I think that was the rationale and a conjecture which I used at that point of time.
Okay, but Mr. Kathpalia, what has been RBI's communication to you in this matter? Because, you've been engaging with them for a while. What do you think caused this?
So I don't know what caused this. I'm unable to comment on the RBI thing, but I think the board will look at a succession planning. We will look at external candidates and internal candidates to decide what is the way ahead.
And how soon could the board meet, Mr. Kathpalia, to discuss, the next steps when you talk about succession planning? And then will you be considered as one of the candidates for the potential CEO that will be submitted to RBI? What is your understanding?
That is very difficult for me to conject. What I can say right now is that I have a 1 year tenure. I have a lot of work to do. I think the bank has to get back on its feet and show on quarter 1 that where it stands compared to the peers. We have to get back a profitability. And I think be consistent and get back the trust of the investors as well as the depositors.
Okay. Now, on profitability, I'm enthused by the fact that you say that even Q4 could be a profit. I can take that as a headline, right? Even Q4, after accounting for a 1520 loss, is likely to be a profit.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Well,
yes, ma'am.
okay. No, yes, Lata will do. But Sumant, what is your sense about how long you will continue? Are you likely to serve the full term? Or is it likely that the search for a new CEO could be hastened?
Lata, I have never said that, I think I'm very happy and I think I have a job to do. I don't want to leave the bank in a lurch at all. And I think I have created this bank over the 5 years through, granularity. And I think the bank today has the very, very strong foundation. Leave out this treasury thing, which can happen in any bank at any point of time. I think if you look at the liability franchise of the bank, you look at the asset franchise of the bank, I think we've got a very, very strong franchise. We've come out of microfinance much faster than what others will come out. I can say that we will see the bottoming of the microfinance cost at this quarter. And I think the bank is well poised, and I want to show profitability which this bank stands for. And we should be, and then I think let the board decide who's an eligible candidate at that point of time.
Okay. No, the fact that you are able to speak with confidence about your MFI portfolio is certainly a very big positive, and I'm sure investors will be very happy about this. At least we are.